everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. Joining me this evening, the whole crew's here. Chuck's, Beans, Will, I'm Smoot. How you guys doing?
Hello.
There you are.
Good.
That air's there for a second. It had me concerned. I wasn't making. I heard a beep noise from like Skype earlier. I don't know what the hell that was. So I wasn't sure what happened there.
Activated.
Yeah, it might have been. Dude, it might have been. You never know these days. You never know. Well, how you guys doing? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good. As good as we can be in the middle of our lockdown.
In the middle? We're still at the beginning.
Yeah, how's that? Yeah, same
actually,
over here.
This is early days.
Same here. How's it going over there? I was going to ask you that.
Everything's shut. There's nothing to do. But other than that,
So it's like, is it like basically back to where you were square one on like the day one of the whole lockdown session and whatnot?
The rules are pretty much, yeah. But it's been so long, and we've been in and out of lockdowns and stuff, that the people just aren't taking it seriously at all.
Yeah.
At least that's what it's like here. People are still out and just walking around like, like people do. And no one's doing anything about it. There's no enforcement of anything. So there's nothing to do, but people are just,
Yeah,
gonna do what they're gonna do.
I've seen some stores here and there where it's been like, hey, we enforce the usage of masks. Please have one on at all time. And then people just go into the store and don't have one on.
Yeah, that's not such a big problem. It does happen, but not as much as I thought it would.
Yeah.
this week they've all the major supermarkets have all made them compulsory.
Yeah, until you go in and see someone who just doesn't have one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. What are they actually gonna do?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Same here.
There's been like stories of security guards getting threatened and attacked because they tell people to wear masks, which is not good.
But my freedoms.
Well, judging from what I've seen over the last couple of days, we do slowly, with very small glimmers of light, that we are slowly turning the tide on it. So, fingers crossed. I think I said this last year sometime.
There's Bing!
There's Bing!
Yeah, that was not the Bing that I heard earlier, by the way. For the record.
Was that a code for you, Beans?
Yes. Affirmative.
We'll come to that in a minute. Probably need to explain that.
I was just going to say, yeah, the viewers are definitely in the dark on that one.
I think we said this last year, but I think we are definitely seeing signs, especially with the vaccine and stuff. We do seem to be very slowly turning the tide. So,
How depressing a statement have you just made when you said this? We said this last year.
I know, but I mean, last year's a bit different. We didn't have the vaccine, did we? And we didn't have any hope. So
that is kind of true, yeah.
Life in the UK, that is what it's like.
it does seem to be. This seems to be a bit different. I think. Even you watched the Daily Briefing the other day, and even what's his face, Chris Whitty. Even he looked slightly hopeful. So. And he looks
that is a big fucking challenge.
you could just the tone of his voice. He was just slightly starting to believe maybe we're getting there. But
have you seen Chris Whitty? Do you know what this guy looks like?
Oh God, I don't know.
No, I have not. Sorry.
As I described him the other day when I watched the briefing to Laura. And I walked into the room and I saw him and I was like, Jesus Christ, he's like Uncle Fester after he's had an heart attack.
Oh.
I thought...
A flattering photo for you. There you
Oh,
go. Give us your reaction to this guy.
That is a flattering photo for him, Mark.
He looks sad.
He looks sad. Yeah. That's the nicest way you could put it.
That's because he's been telling people what to do and everyone's ignoring him for the last year.
Yeah, Yeah, that might be why.
Get the picture of him having a bloody needle.
He got the needle?
Put in Chris Whitty vaccination or something like that.
I've seen the picture of the other guy giving it.
Oh my god, that's creepy.
Van Tam, whatever his name is.
Yeah, throw it
Oh,
in
the
there.
one that looks like a mole.
Yeah. He does.
He does.
Now,
Yeah, there's the one of him with a needle.
that don't look like something out of a horror film.
No, he doesn't look sad there. He looks creepy.
Christ, he smiles. I haven't seen him smile.
It's unfortunate lighting for him, I think. But... Yeah.
It is a bit sinister, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had the facial muscles to do a smile.
It's just the camera angle. It's from above, so.
To be honest, he doesn't. That's not a smile.
Yeah, and I would
It's
say
just
this.
gas. It's like when a baby smiles.
Yeah, I would say that is poor lighting, but it's also. I mean, lighting's not going to help out that facial expression, no matter how you shine the light on him.
I've got this imaging sound effect going with that picture of him just ripping a fart.
Wow.
So yeah, he seems helpful. You wouldn't know it looking at him. But, No, I think give it. Where are we now? The 17th, aren't we? Here, we're in Sunday now, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think give it a month. I think we'll be in a much better position.
Well, so it was supposed to end this time next month on the 15th, I guess.
15th, yeah.
But it could go on. So
I think it should. To be fair.
You're the medical professional here. You're hopeful that they're going to finally meet a time.
Really? What? Just because it works for the NHS. What's the phrase? My views expressed are not representative. No, I think we mentioned before we came on the air. We were talking about the beans, and we were saying, officially, it looks like they're gonna possibly start to lift the restrictions on the 15th. So that's the word anyway. But they're saying maybe they should hang on a few weeks, and although by the 15th, the chances are we could be in a much better position and the numbers will be down and stuff like that. It may be worth hanging on for an extra few weeks just to really get a grip on it. So
yeah,
I could see it going on until March at least.
Okay, makes sense. It's like if they open up again, the numbers will go up again. That's I mean, that's just common sense. That's how it is going to work.
Well, fingers crossed it wouldn't, because obviously the vaccine's in play this time. So
yeah, but if it's going out to the old people first, then how much are they spreading?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't know if they're the ones going out to the clubs and stuff. Maybe
Yeah,
they are. I don't go to the club, so who the hell knows? Maybe things have changed in the last 10, 15 years.
No, it's a good point, but yeah, I can see as you get into March, I think they'll start. It'll probably be something really small, like you're allowed to go back to the 6 people back in your house again and stuff like that. It'll be really small restrictions they'll start to lift, and then as we get into the summer, because they said spring, didn't they? So spring we start to get back to normal. So I think summer will be.
So what you're saying is, WrestleMania will have an audience.
Yeah.
If they do it in the UK.
If they do it in the UK, yeah.
That's not happening for a long time now, thanks to this. Well, no, this is for medical reasons.
I don't know. I think if you look at it and think about I mean, no offense, Smoot, but the way you've handled it, not you in particular, but the way your country's handled.
Yeah, clearly I'm responsible for like 80 billion people here on how they conduct themselves with a mask or not. Yeah. No, yeah, it's been a shit show over here.
Yeah, but I think given that, and obviously we don't want to make light of anything, but given the way it has been handled over there's possibly more chance of them doing overseas shows. Because they're going to want to get away from it. And if they
Maybe.
if they're being told they can't do a show in America with a crowd.
Yeah, so just spread it
But
to
then-
a country that's already gotten rid of it or taken care of it. Yeah, that seems like
Well, yeah.
a brilliant.
And then
idea.
if we're saying, well, yeah, come over here, you can do it here, we're okay.
Basically, we're going to get the greatest WrestleMania, aren't we?
Yeah, in the beautiful city of Jeddah.
Yeah.
Beautiful city of
Australia
Newcastle
could be a
and-
good option, actually, because they're pretty much clear now. They had 50,000 people in a rugby game last weekend. So yeah, I think when was it? I think it was at Mania last time. They were generally talking about any option available. They did look into. So
We're
maybe.
going to travel ban them out of, because we're not letting most of South America, I think, and Portugal are banned on top of whoever else. Is the US on the travel ban list, or have they just got to isolate for a while after they land?
I think right now everywhere's banned, isn't it?
Everywhere, okay. So that could be the problem.
Right now it could be the problem, but give it a couple of months, I think. Like I say, we're going to be in a much better position.
We will, but it really depends on where they're coming from, right? If the US doesn't get any better, we're still not going to want them to come in. That sounds very UKIP, doesn't it? What the hell?
Does, yeah.
Yeah. I don't see it getting better over here anytime soon.
But then there are actually, I don't know what they are, but there are other rules around film and TV production.
Oh, and elite athletes, of course.
Yeah, athletes
So
as well.
Rusev is allowed in.
Rusev's allowed.
Does that mean that Tom Cruise is going to come around and start shouting at everyone?
That was pretty much the reason why he could, yeah, because yeah, that came about because of that, because they've been given special rights to be able to carry on filming. So yeah, that was basically his argument. Yeah, he had a point actually. That was basically his argument to say that we've been given special privileges and people aren't following the rules.
It's
Yeah.
true.
So yeah, I don't know. I think the possibility of an overseas WrestleMania isn't totally ludicrous as it might sound right now.
I might be winning me bet.
Hey, who's that?
Wasn't me.
Me. I was celebrating
Oh, was it? What is it?
with me Pepsi.
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 There you go.
That's not a Microsoft drink.
That was a mountain explosion.
The mountain exploded.
Sounded it.
Yeah. It's an off-brand
Should you
mountain.
really call your drink explosion?
I mean, it's all right. It's probably one of the better off-brand Mountain Dews I've had.
That was quite low for a mountain explosion, to be fair.
Well, I held it away from the mic because you always are like, "Hey, that was incredibly loud."
Well,
It's kind of like calling your
for-
drink the shits. It's like
I would
It's
expect-
not, but okay.
it could mean that it's supposed to be really good, but it also has a connotation that there's going to be a lot of problems there.
Mm.
Maybe.
It was anus explosion then, yeah. I'd go with you. But...
I'm not drinking anus explosion. Mountain explosion, that's fine.
I'm gonna, yeah. I'm sorry, the word anus should not appear on anything, even including things relating to the anus.
I got to draw the line somewhere. What about anusol?
I was gonna say, yeah, I just...
You were gonna say.
Jesus Christ.
What about ice cream?
What the hell is ass cream?
I don't know. I've
Ice
seen it
cream.
Ice cream. It's when Matt Hardy says ice cream. That's true. Very good.
once. Whoa, I just opened up the browser window and seen that picture of Chris Whitty.
Yeah. Looks creepy.
Creepy. So do we get into the wrestling thing? Do we carry
Yeah,
on the
the wrestling.
WrestleMania path, or do we talk about Beans' microchip.
We should probably bring that up because I don't think we've mentioned it yet, and people are going to be wondering what the hell it's on about.
Don't know
Anyway,
if they
stuck
will
with
be.
us.
Do you want to explain your story, Beans, or
No, I might get hunted down for it.
under control by Bill Gates?
Yeah. So, how the hell did it go that far on? So yeah, I got the vaccine last week. So now I'm a Microsoft robot.
Beep boop.
Bing. You just earned 3 points for searching for a word.
Yeah.
Doesn't it affect your phone signal as well? You get good 5G.
Certainly do.
Right from your head. Do you find yourself saying things like, "It looks like you're trying to do a podcast"? Just popping up where you're least wanted.
My best mate's a paperclip.
God. You know, he was on Bill Gates was on the Ellen show one time, and she was trying to get him to guess like the prices of like products, and he thought like a big bag of pizza rolls was like $20. I was like,
How much is a big bag of pizza rolls?
like 7 or 8.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll take 2.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if you would have said 2 bags, it cost $20, then he would have been in the ballpark. But yeah, he was just he was like way off with like some of the other stuff as well. From what I remember.
I've never had a pizza roll, but it's one of those things that Americans talk about, and I feel like one day I've got to have a pizza roll.
They're pretty good. They're like I don't know, like a mini Hot Pocket in a way.
Yeah, I never had a Hot Pocket either.
no.
Things that don't exist here.
What about a Stromboli? That's
Oh.
close to Italy over there.
Johnny Stromboli? Johnny the Bull?
No. I mean a Stromboli.
I like how
No.
that was just totally shut down.
No jokes, don't be stupid.
Stromboli actually is a mountain explosion, though, right? It's a volcano.
Maybe.
Yeah, Mount Stromboli. There it is.
I don't know, I've heard that a Hot Pocket is basically a Stromboli is what I've heard it compared to.
Okay, it's a type of turnover filled with various Italian cheeses.
Yeah.
And usually Italian cold cuts.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a Hot Pocket. I don't know why they never really took on over here.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a hit over there. I had a couple earlier, actually.
Oh. So it's like a rolled up pizza. A pizza roll. What the hell?
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
It's basically a calzone.
Yeah, kind of.
It's a spiral calzone. It's not like a calzone is a big pasty. It's just one fold.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's
So
sake!
it's like it's rolled right up.
It's still a fucking piece of paper, no matter how many times you fold it.
It's true. That's also true.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's relevant to the argument, but you're not wrong.
The nearest thing I ever found was Findus make something called a pizza pocket.
Findus Pizza Pocket.
Which
that's
looks quite similar, but
Let me see here. 2 ham and cheese pizza pockets. Yeah.
Goodfellas Pizza Pockets. There you go.
Yeah, kind of. Here.
Oh,
let me
they
throw it
look
up
bad though.
Let me throw it up on
yeah.
there. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. Hold on 1 sec.
Throw it up is the operative word.
I mean, that kind of looks... Yeah, I don't know about the side there. That's usually closed off, but I think that's the best... Oh, no. It's kind of close. Microwaves for 2 minutes, yeah.
A Goodfellas variant, which looks pretty much identical.
Let me see. Goodfellas. Let's see.
It's one of those frozen foods that I don't trust the quality of.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to make it myself just so I know.
It's just somebody took, like, pizza ingredients and put it on a piece of flatbread and folded it over. Whereas the Hot Pockets is actually in, like, a pocket of dough. This just looks
Is it
lazy.
like pastry, is it?
This looks lazy. Whatever.
Is it pastry?
Is a
It's
Hot
gotta be
Pocket
dough.
pastry?
Oh my god.
It has to be dough.
Maybe. Yeah, I've never had one of those Goodfella things, but I definitely would agree with the 2.6 star rating that it is acquired. What about this one here? What rating does this have? Oh, it doesn't have it. Okay.
Is it the hot pockets you get over there? Are they pastry or is it like pizza dough?
Oh, it might be pastry dough. Let me hold on. Let me look real quick.
'Cause if it's pastry, it's just a pasty, and we invented the pasty.
Over
Oh man, there's some drama here.
Over 760,000 pounds of Hot Pockets recalled may contains pieces of glass and plastic. Oh no.
Wow. There's a whole article here which is like, I don't know what this website's all about. It's like the Dave Meltzer of frozen foods. Apparently Nomad Foods has finally killed off Findus in the supermarkets by bringing its frozen pizza pockets under the Goodfellas brand. So the parent company, so when you said the Findus and the Goodfellas pockets looked the same, they are the same. They gave it to Goodfellas because Findus, I guess, is just, I don't know, people not liking it.
When you say Findus, I always think Findus crispy pancakes.
Yeah, but I guess they're gone now. The move means
no,
the once
no,
abundant
I had
Findus
one-
brand, famous for its crispy pancakes, has now completely disappeared from the shelves of the UK supermarkets. So those pizza pockets were the last thing.
So you can't even get a crispy pancake anymore?
Not anymore. It leaves the brand with just one, what's SKU? Findus microchips. So you can still get microchips at Farm Foods.
Can't get a crispy pancake.
Microchips.
Chicken and bacon crispy pancakes are the best thing ever.
Birdseye Aunt Bessie's and Goodfellas marketing director Steve Shaluma said Findus has had a minimal presence in the UK for a number of years now. Boom. Drop the mic.
I used to love Findus French red pizzas.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, those were good.
So who makes Hot Pockets?
Who makes? I'm sorry. Say that again. Over here.
Who makes Hot Pockets? Well, anyway,
Nestle.
You don't make them here. Nestle, is it?
Yeah.
Just don't get why they've never launched it.
Enriched flour, wheat flour, malted barley flour, niacin, iron, thiamine, mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid is the dough. By the way.
Yeah, that's dough.
Wow.
Love a bit of acid in my meals.
Yeah.
I'll have a bit of acid.
So, I can't. I'm guessing it's like pastry or whatever. But it depends on the flavor you get, because sometimes they give you like pretzel bread or
Oh, so you get different types.
different crusts, yeah, with the flavors you get.
I'm gonna start a campaign to bring Hot Pockets to the UK.
Yeah, do it. Sign a change.org petition, because those clearly always work.
Have you seen that there's a change petition to get Donald Trump removed from Home Alone 2?
I did.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin's kind of on board with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. There's a point at which even the most ardent Trump haters have to go, maybe a little much.
There's a few fan edits already on YouTube.
Where they've like blurred him out. And...
You take, someone's replaced him with a plant pot or something.
Anyone done it with Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah, they should put SpongeBob in his place. There you go.
Someone replaced him with Kevin McAllister, so he's talking to himself.
Yeah.
Just kind of cool, actually.
Oh, like him as a 40-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just the same video. But they've reversed it, so it's Kevin McAllister asking him what's down the hallway or wherever he gets from. And then it's Trump's voice, but you see him, it's the same clip played back, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm not doing any more of the show until I find out about Hot Pockets. You can carry on.
I've done a search on Amazon to see if anyone's importing them, and it's just giving me those like hand warmers. You know, those little kind of pockets that you crack and it warms your hands for 20 minutes. It's not the same thing.
I did see someone. I think there's a story in the local paper, or I've seen it somewhere. Someone bought an electronic one
Yeah.
from that wish.com. You get
Yeah.
all
Oh
burn their hands
god.
and it set fire to the house.
Yeah, Wish.com's a fucking Wish.com, in my opinion, is a fucking scam.
Yeah.
Don't buy anything off of that.
I think I bought a pair of sunglasses after once. It took about 3 months to get there. I'd already been on holiday when I come back when they got
That's the
delivered.
thing. My wife loves it because everything's like £2. But
Yeah,
you have
that's the
to
problem.
keep in mind it is going to take months.
Yeah.
Come back from holiday, it's like, oh, there's a parcel there for you. Oh, yeah, cheers.
Yeah. I guess we can get into some wrestling here real quick.
You can. I'm not far back.
I need to start a petition to bring Popeye's chicken over here.
Yes.
Oh, that as well. Yeah.
Yes.
You can add that to the list.
Things America did right.
Yes. Let's see.
Go on, you down to the restaurant.
On Raw.
Drew, are we starting with
Oh,
Drew?
yeah, we can
That's
talk about
pretty much
Drew.
the only story this week, right?
Yeah, Drew McIntyre has COVID, and WWE actually acknowledged that COVID-19 is a thing for the first
They
time
did.
since
They did,
this whole
but
thing
not
started.
on the show.
Yeah.
They said he's been taken to a local medical facility because he's tested positive for unforeseen circumstances.
God. No, they actually said he had COVID. Like,
Well, they did, on the website they said he had COVID,
yeah,
but on the show they never mentioned it.
that's true.
So-
Yeah.
They're
But-
still
but
slightly in their own little world.
Yeah, on the Twitter at least. I mean, it's probably the closest they were going to get to actually acknowledging this to be a thing. What else? Yeah. Oh yeah, Alexa Bliss threw a fireball at Randy Orton's face, and it looked horrible. Let me see if I can find a GIF of it here, because it wasn't shot live. It was one of those crazy 37 camera cuts in one scene here.
Well, they do that live as well.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah.
And then you end up missing the actual spot because of it. But yeah, let me see if I can pull up.
Speaking of COVID, sorry, just to go back to that for a minute. It's still wrestling, don't worry. Did anyone catch not SmackDown from last night, last week's SmackDown? We were here last week, were we? There was a bit of concern going around for Greg Hamilton.
Why? What do you do?
He's don't know if you know who he's the ring announcer
He's
for
the ring
SmackDown.
announcer, yeah, I know, but what do you do?
He just before the main event, the camera was on him while he was announcing what the main event was, and he was shaking uncontrollably.
Oh, he was just nervous.
He's really excited. What was the main event?
I can't actually remember what it was.
Like Reigns and Owens.
It was Reigns. Yeah, actually, it was Reigns.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
What was on the last pay-per-view? Reigns and Owens. Yeah, probably that.
But yeah, no, there was a lot of people tweeted him to make sure he was okay and stuff. And he could his voice as well. You could see his voice wasn't quite normal. Anyway, the next day he tweeted him back and said he apologised for
Trembling.
what had happened. Turns out his partner or wife or girlfriend, I'm not sure if they're married, she tested positive that day for COVID.
Oh.
And
he's just worried.
obviously he was worried. Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks. He seems like a good dude.
He does actually, yeah. So obviously he got a lot of good comments on Twitter after that, and he was on SmackDown last night, so I'm guessing things are okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was worth mentioning because he didn't look great, and obviously people noticed it because it was kind of weird because the camera went straight to him. I thought there was no hiding from it. But yeah, hopefully he's okay and she's okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to check one
Do
thing.
you think?
here.
Do you think Drew picked it up when he fought 2020 that time? I mean, they went
gotta be.
distance to all. I'm pretty sure he
Gotta
caught it directly.
Yeah, somebody also made that joke, and I was like, oh yeah, they did have that. I forgot about that.
Should have known. It was a fairly obvious joke.
Yeah.
was a rumor a few other people might have tested positive, but no one else has come out yet.
Yeah, there's supposed to be some
So-
big hubbub about it, and everything's been fairly silent. So
That has to be news from 6 months ago.
no,
WWE probably has lots of positive tests, but they're not saying anything. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I've
there
heard
was-
this before.
Yeah, but there was the thing. People were just going off people who weren't on Raw.
Ah, yeah.
So there was like the retribution. None of them were seen. So there's people just assumed someone would have tested positive, but I think there was only McIntyre on their mission. From what I can
And
remember.
Wyatt, I guess.
Wyatt as well. Yeah.
It's explained. He
Here-
was burned up.
here's the GIF, by the way. I found it after scrolling,
Oh, cool.
after doom scrolling WWE's Twitter feed here. Because like she's got her hand up by her chin, and then all of a sudden she's like tossing it, like right in his face right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss the way you could just like scrub the GIF and just like rock it back and forth. I miss those days. I don't know why Twitter got rid of that feature, but basically, yeah. Can I open this in a media player? Because like, oh, it's just like the fact that it's that, and then all of a sudden, that you just see like, I don't know, it's shot so amateurish, I feel.
Mm-mm.
But there you go. So that happened on the show for Raw. What else? McIntyre from
Still no sign of Wyatt though.
no, not yet.
No,
McIntyre,
Rumble's coming up.
even though he had COVID, vowed to make Goldberg next. Because at the time, I mean, I think we're still 3 weeks away from Royal Rumble, so he could probably recover from COVID and
So
Yeah, I
he's
think
not having
someone
to
said
relinquish the title.
no, he was not
No.
forced
No,
to.
I think someone's worked it out that his isolation ends 2 days before the Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that
So-
convenient?
Yeah. We haven't actually talked. We haven't been here. We haven't actually talked about Goldberg, and
I was just going to say, where the fuck did Goldberg come from?
It's mid-January. It's about that time.
Yeah.
did you
Also,
see
the whole-
that Raw?
They are hosting the greatest Royal Rumble, are they?
Just wait till you hear what they're doing on the other side.
Did you see the main event of that Raw, the Legends Raw?
Yeah, I don't know anything about what happened on the Legends Raw.
Well, pretty much nothing. The whole Legends thing was a waste of time.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah. Most of it was spent watching Orton go around bullying various legends.
Okay.
The biggest news to come out of this was that Mark Henry now has a scooter.
Yeah, I kind of saw a glimpse of that. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Random statements ever.
You think I made it up? I'm not.
It's just bizarre.
So it was Legends Raw, right? You got that bit.
Yeah, but still, Mark
Based-
Henry's got a scooter.
Yeah.
World's strongest.
Randy
scooter.
Orton's just wandering around finding people to abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was basically Legends Raw.
Like every other Legends Raw they've ever done.
He was walking around. Where did he go for first? Big Show. Yeah, he had a little go at Big Show. He had a little go at Ric Flair again. 'Cause, you know,
How about
that's-
Christian? Did he ever go at Christian?
No, Christian wasn't there. Christian had the sense not to turn up.
Mark Henry's appearance with mobility scooter on Raw leaves
There's
fans
a
very
scooter.
worried. Yeah, there it is.
Mark Henry scooter.
My God, what he made that look fucking ridiculously small.
Well, he is ridiculously big.
Yeah.
He tends to do that.
And then he just after that bit where that picture was taken, Orton told him to go away, and he basically rolled off very, very slowly.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So yeah, that was just happening throughout the night. There was no actual point to the Legends being there, apart from the main event, which was Keith Lee against McIntyre for the title. And then they had all the Legends on stage as a sort of crowd thing. Interesting enough, it's the biggest crowd they've had since March.
Apparently, real quick, this is coming from Ryan Satin, so take this for what it's worth. But this is a bit of some breaking news here. Here, let me throw it up on the stream. Apparently,
someone wants to do some music in the background.
Yeah, I don't have the Randy News Network theme on hand at the moment. But apparently, this following image was just shown on NBC regarding the changes for WrestleMania. Apparently, WrestleMania 37 is going to be on April 10th and 11th at Raymond James Stadium. So
too big for one night.
Too big for one night again.
Oh no, we've got to watch it twice.
38 is going to be at AT&T Stadium in Texas, and then 39 is going to be at SoFi Stadium in 2023. So I don't know how solid this is. I mean, granted, anything could still happen, if you will, but that seems to be what's happening right now in terms of WrestleMania.
I had a feeling they'd go back to the Raymond James Stadium. I had a feeling that would happen.
Well, yeah. And then
what's the Raymond James Stadium? Is that the Tampa one?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, yeah.
Right.
Where it should have been last year, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed they're using the same logo and graphics that they're supposed to use last year.
So I was thinking, I'm sure I remember there being a pirate theme not long ago.
Yeah.
So not only was it too big for one night again.
It's too big for 1 year.
that was the slogan. Too big for one night again. But we're using all the same graphics and everything else.
So it's the first time that WrestleMania's been in the same place 2 years running since. I know, yeah. Let's not talk about that one.
I did kind of like the theme for the last year's Mania. Was it Blinding Lights? That was kind of good. We'll use that again. Just me on that one then. Okay.
I'm sick of that one.
I was gonna say it's kind of interesting that Hollywood was supposed to do the one this year, but then all of a sudden, because of the pandemic, they were just gonna redo the one in Florida, and now Hollywood gets pushed back 2 years instead of.
Well, aren't they? I might be wrong on this, but are they not doing the what's it called, Super Bowl? Is that not at the SoFi Stadium next year?
Oh, let's see, Super Bowl 2022
is SoFi Stadium.
You're right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I know nothing about NFL. I knew that.
Impressive.
Very good.
Well, in February 7th, 2021, it's gonna be in Raymond James Stadium.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've got this weird tradition of following Mania with the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's
Or
weird.
the other way around.
So I don't know. It's that can't possibly be the thing. I don't know. Maybe they're contractually obligated with some of these locations, but why AT&T Stadium again in Texas?
Isn't that the one where they got 100,000 people in?
Oh, some nonsense like that. Goddamn, pal, let's beef up the number to 6 figures.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But, yeah, a lot of people in that comment, on the comments are saying that's wishful thinking and things like that. But at the same time, I mean, it's Florida, and, everybody's been doing shows in Florida for quite some time now, so.
Just going to say that, yeah. Florida's, although... Yeah, obviously you still got the pandemic, everyone has, but
Goddamn, pal, I can have fans.
In Florida, just a place that decided to ignore COVID.
Yeah,
you pretty much.
Yeah.
So.
Which, in the nicest possible way, I'm kind of glad that someone has, because I've just been wondering what would happen if you just pretended like it wasn't happening. how bad would it get? I'm kind of glad that someone's doing it, just so we know.
Well, pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, just lock down the most at risk and let everyone else go about their business. Catch it if they're going to catch it and whatever.
Didn't
Take the
Russia
risks
pretty
that they
much
want
do
to
that?
take. And how's that gone? Actually, I don't
I don't
know
know.
whether to believe what they say.
Not really heard much from Russia, actually.
Yeah. Everything is fine.
Fair enough. WrestleMania in Moscow then next year.
God.
Sorry, Moscow.
Put Putin in the Hall of Fame and see where it goes.
Hey, WrestleMania this year needs a guest host.
Yeah, there you go.
Mr. Trump's
Holy
available.
shit.
No.
No, you can't do it from a prison cell.
Oh. Yeah. So that happened.
Well, that's interesting, actually. So they're going to be doing 2 nights at a stadium as well.
Yeah. So
That's going to be... Where are we now? With January? That's... I'm thinking, obviously, they're doing it at a stadium to get a crowd in.
Mhm.
That doesn't leave a lot of time for selling tickets. Considering they're not on sale yet, as far as I know.
and it's also kind of a bizarre way to announce 3 upcoming manias.
Yeah, how was that done? Where did that come from? I know Saturn's posted it. Where did he see it?
I don't know. I saw it on
Following
NBC.
image was just shown on NBC regarding this.
What the hell is this? What? I just saw. This is from WrestleZone. I'll throw this up here.
WrestleZone.
Oh, it's probably not.
And it's got Triple H and Stephanie McMahon dressed up as news people here, as the way of them announcing the dates for WrestleMania. Here, let's click this.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's on the WWE Twitter.
Oh my lord.
Henry E. Pankey and Anita Reelman.
Yeah.
Anita Reelman.
Oh my god, you know when you say that people need to get out more?
Anita Reelman. Wow.
I need a real man and Hanky Panky.
Henry E. Pankey.
I didn't read that right at all.
Yeah. Henry is Hanky Panky.
God, this is why wrestling is
and
not
I
as
need
popular.
a real man.
Yeah, this is why wrestling's not as popular as it used to be.
I was just going to say, they're on the right road to, like, really change that perception of wrestling, aren't they, there? I mean,
such
Jesus
early 90s
Christ.
gimmick names.
Yeah.
So good.
For what's sake.
And this is the...
I like that logo for next year's Mania. The Dallas one. Sorry, I'm being
oh my god,
graphic.
you can clearly see the green screen off of Roman and Heyman here. On this video.
It's not the point, though.
It is the point.
Yeah, it does look pretty flat, doesn't
it? It is the point. I'm gonna have to give this a watch here. What is this? Sasha Banks. Who cleared this? Who thought this was a good idea to be a gimmick to announce WrestleMania? This looks
like an episode of The West Wing when they find out politically that something really badly's happened.
This is like
there's one person who's really annoyed with what they've done.
This looks like a porn parody of the news or whatever, only without the porn.
I'm just gonna say, Stephanie with them glasses. I could watch that for a while.
Oh my god!
I'm actually fine with Stephanie.
You can't see me.
That's not a good pun.
Oh my god. And then, yep, there we go. Hey, that's actually John Cena. What a shock. Ooh. Anyway, yep. No, don't play the audio.
Cena underneath.
Yeah. So there's Raymond James Stadium, and then WrestleMania, which I just wanted to see what the logo was so I could see if they actually lined up the edges here this time with the W and the A, which it does look like they did.
That looks more centered, that one, yeah.
And then, I guess that looks alright.
Back a little bit.
Yeah, that's fucking wishful thinking, I have to say. For, again, just planning 3 WrestleManias and such. So.
I don't know, I think the next 2 are going to be okay. I think the one this year could be doubtful. I think your next 2 years are alright.
if they're not having people in for this one, then it doesn't matter anyway, really, does it?
Yeah.
This one's just a write-off.
Again.
Yeah, again, exactly.
You can't see me. I this is why wrestling's in the toilet. If I can get it. Let me get a screen cap of that real quick. Alright, here we go. Anyway. So that happened. Sorry for breaking into whatever we were recapping with Raw. But I just saw that come across the timeline and I was like, oh, here we go. So there you are. Getting back to Raw here. What else happened? Right, Beams was kind of taken back by the fact that Goldberg was still a thing. And
Are we still on that?
yeah,
Right. Where did that come from? So, is he one of the legends on the Legend Show?
Yes.
He wasn't announced or anything, but he just sort of appeared at the end.
He appeared at the end, and they ran out of time.
Yeah, that was the best bit.
Yeah.
The match went too long. So, apparently it's come out since that McIntyre was supposed to cut some kind of promo that basically made him sound like a bit of a dick towards the Legends, which didn't really make much sense when I read it. But...
Yeah, supposedly McIntyre was supposed to cut a promo before the match with Keith Lee was supposed to start about something with the Legends, but it didn't happen because, again, they were short on time. Which, for a 3-hour show, how the hell are you misbooking the time?
Yeah.
So that's why Goldberg came out and it made you're so disrespectful to the Legends when that's not the case or whatever, and it's just...
So hang on a minute.
Well,
So is McIntyre going into this now as a heel?
No.
No. It's a confusing bit. Yeah, I was thinking because Goldberg came out and cut the promo he was supposed to have cut, but we didn't get the first bit from McIntyre, so it made no sense.
Yeah.
And then McIntyre did his best to fill in, basically, because he knew they were running out of time. And then Goldberg pushed him over.
Oh my god.
They pushed him on his ass, and then McIntyre got back up, and then it was like, "What's up, everybody? This is straight up Steve Austin."
I thought you were going to say, "What up, G?" Then.
No.
But then if you watch this week's Raw back, and they obviously did the recap of the week before.
Yeah.
They cut out all the bit of Goldberg pushing him over.
Mm-hmm.
They just had them two staring down, and McIntyre said it would be like fighting his dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, they cut out the bit with him getting pushed over because that wasn't supposed to happen.
How is it not supposed to happen?
Goldberg went into business for himself.
Well, they were supposed just to do a stare down, and he pushed him over. But
I thought...
I don't think McIntyre was expecting him to push him that hard.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh my god!
Well, what can you expect when you got fucking Hanky Panky running a show? You know what I mean?
Well, so that was what happened. So this week, when McIntyre tested positive,
Henry E. Panky beats.
I'm sorry, I got his name wrong.
No, you got his name. That's the joke. Hank is short for Henry. That's the
Is
thing.
it?
Yeah, anyone called Hank is actually.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Look it up. That's the joke. Like they wouldn't call him Henry Panky because that's not a thing.
It should have just been Hank. It doesn't make the pun any much better.
Hank E. Panky.
Yeah,
And it would have been obvious. They went like one layer removed from that.
Yeah, no, that's not PG.
That's the last thing they're worried about.
There's a joke in the middle of it where he says it's going to be a tremendous spectacle, and she says you're a tremendous spectacle.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
It's cheesy innuendo. It's supposed to be bad. I haven't got a problem with that. It's funny.
Oh.
I don't even see the innuendo. Innuendo's kind of my thing. Like, you're a tremendous spectacle. What's that?
I've just got it on pause. Stephanie with them glasses on.
Well, she was wearing tremendous spectacles, but
She was.
Good
Oh.
You carry on with the show. I'll be.
Anyway.
So yeah, well, this week's Raw, because McIntyre tested positive.
Yeah.
The main event was supposed to be Orton and McIntyre for some reason. Again. Obviously that couldn't happen, so they were panicking. They couldn't break glass for Undertaker because he's gone.
Yeah.
They couldn't break glass for Stone Cold because he wasn't around.
He's smart.
So they broke glass for Triple H instead.
Yeah.
And he come back for a bit.
He wanted to.
Oh wow, what's he doing now?
He wanted to have a spectacle with Randy Orton, and then that's when Alexa Bliss got involved with the Fireball.
No, they're not going back to that.
No, I don't think they are. I think it was just because they didn't have a main event ban for that night.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, Chuck.
They
But
needed-
look on the sidebar here. Like it said, Triple H accepts Randy Orton's challenge, Raw, and it's like Triple H's noggin all in the camera here.
Yeah, that's a hell of a nose right there.
To be honest, it was quite good.
The video's not available, so there you go, even better. Sorry.
Oh.
Orton challenged them to a match, and initially Triple H said no. And then a bit later on in the show, he decided to say yes for some reason.
Yeah.
No.
So when are they fighting?
Well, that was it. They didn't actually have a match. It was a fight.
Yeah.
And then just as it was about to start, that's when Alexa Bliss turned up with her fireballs.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually have the match. They had a bit of a scuffle, but that was about it. I don't think it's going to carry on because I think it was literally because they didn't have anyone for Orton for that night because of McIntyre.
Yeah.
So.
And then.
So what was the reasoning again for Triple H to want to fight Randy Orton or vice versa?
Well, what's real reason or storyline reason?
Storyline reason. I know the real one, yeah.
Storyline was that he'd come back to reprimand Orton because of his treatment of the Legends the week before.
Ah, right, okay. So there was a very...
Which, to be fair, I don't really know why he did that because Orton's done a lot worse over the years and never had anyone say anything to him. I mean, it wasn't... When did he kick Flair in the head not so long ago?
Yeah, that wasn't long ago at all.
Yeah.
Although we didn't see it because
no.
the lights went off because of.
Rumour has it that Ric Flair's got reflexes like a cat.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't about a month or so ago, a bit longer. He set fire to a man.
Yeah,
it's true.
And no one said anything. But apparently, if you ever go at Mark Henry in a scooter,
oh god,
that's crossing the line, and that's
crossing the line. Yeah. This past Wednesday's Dynamite, which was taped, when they had Sting come out, instead of like actually turning off the lights, they took the video file and just faded it to black. And then they unfaded it, and like Sting was there. Oh man, what a shock! Oh man,
we haven't been on since I watched it live over Christmas.
Oh yeah,
and
you want your time back?
I can't know which one it was, but Sting was coming out for his entrance, but he seemed to take a while to actually appear. And in like the 30 seconds to a minute where he actually, between his music starting and him actually appearing, they seemed to give us close-up shots of the snow machine.
yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I don't know why they kept doing that.
Just to let you know that it's not actually snowing in Florida.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one, it was like 3 or 4 times they kept going back to
Why
the snow.
are you showing this? And then I'm sure one of the announcers, I don't know if it's Jericho or someone, said something like "I hate snow" or like referenced it as if it was real. And we've just seen the machine.
Real quick, just to go back onto WrestleMania for a second, more reputable source and friend of the show, John Alba, just tweeted, "For those asking, yes, there will be fans at WrestleMania. How many is still to be announced?" And he posted an image saying, "In coordination with local partners and government officials, WWE will announce ticket availability and safety protocols for WrestleMania 37 in the coming weeks. Information on additional WrestleMania week events is forthcoming." So, Seems like they're shooting for fans for WrestleMania this year at Raymond James Stadium. Just to go back on that. SmackDown.
Sounds like that might be the first show with fans in, maybe.
For WWE, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're definitely getting a fanless Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would assume so, yeah.
The reason behind that is not because they can't, because apparently they do have permission to do it.
Yeah.
The reason behind that is they don't want to spend the time of taking down the Thunderdome screens and then putting them back up again the next day for Raw.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
So yeah, that's mainly why we're not getting it for the Rumble. Unless they announce something between now and then, but I can't see it. I don't think we're getting them. Isn't it crazy? You would have thought that's going to be April, so pretty much a year, since we had fans.
Yeah, it was right before WrestleMania last time, wasn't it?
Who'd have thought? Sitting here this time, like January last year, we'd have said we're going to go a year in WWE without any fans. It's crazy.
I'd said, I know it's pretty bad, but there's always going to be someone who'll buy it.
Someone will turn up.
They could just paper it and then give them away. It's fine.
SmackDown last week.
Okay, now I've got to get Beans' reaction to this. I've seen the main event, the Rumble main event for SmackDown,
which was Adam Pearce going up and challenging Roman Reigns for the title.
Daddy.
Scrap Daddy, AP.
Still don't know who he is.
He's a bald guy.
NWA champion.
Yeah. He did stuff in Ring of Honor. He called Drew McIntyre Drew McInfart.
That's true, he did.
Yeah.
What?
Just claimed to fame. I'll look that up while you carry on.
What the hell is going on?
I mean,
I can't cope with this stupidness.
Sorry, dead air there for a second. Yeah, Adam Pearce apparently. I don't understand how it happened, but he was somehow involved with that gauntlet match last week. And he ended up being, I guess, the winner, and is now, or was, the challenger for Roman Reigns' title at the Royal Rumble. Apparently last night, on SmackDown, as we record this on Saturday, Adam Pearce named a returning Kevin Owens as Roman Reigns' actual challenger for the WWE Championship there. So it's Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble.
Again.
Yes, again. Sorry, I'm trying to do.
I mean, it weren't a bad match really from the last time, but yeah, just yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to do numerous things at once. Real quick, let's see here. SmackDown last night. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Jey Uso. I'm just browsing here.
Nakamura does all music back.
Good.
Oh, does he turn face?
I don't know. It's
just there's no fans to sing along, so it doesn't matter anymore.
might as well.
Yeah,
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah. Don't you let them tell me I don't give them what they want.
For some reason, Bailey has her own talk show called Ding Dong Hello, and she's got this like prop door. Yeah, it seems to be about it. That seems to be about it here. Apollo Crews defeated Sami Zayn.
I've seen some tweets, but the video doesn't work for me because I'm in the UK. But apparently they were testing an 8K camera on SmackDown last night.
Really?
Apparently it's the same camera they've been using on NFL recently. I don't know much about that, but
This is coming from a company that took about God knows how long to get to HD.
yeah. There's a tweet from WWE on Fox, but I can't see the video because it's blocked by regions.
That's so stupid.
But yeah, they tweeted once or twice last night saying that.
I was going to say they're going on about 8K. They still haven't got 4K on network.
You can see there's a couple of little announcers that showing Jimmy Uso's entrance. Is it Jimmy? Jay? Which one is it?
Jay is the one that's still active.
Jay.
It's all right.
Jay.
Just say Uso,
The
the right
Uso.
one.
The Uso, yeah.
The Uso. Yeah, they were. His entrance looked a little bit strange because the as he come close to the camera, it went all a bit soft focus, and he was like really clear in the front. So you could see it looked different, but yeah, apparently there are videos on Twitter, but I can't see them.
That's weird that Twitter's region blocking videos. If that's actually a thing.
Well, they're blocking a lot of things lately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
presidents and stuff.
Down with big tech.
But yeah, apparently it was the same camera they've used on NFL recently. It's a Fox thing.
Oh, okay.
So.
I mean, Fox did pay $1 billion to have WWE on their network, so why not just lend an expensive camera over to them?
yeah.
You know.
We've got to do this for the next 3 years. May as well make it look good.
Pretty much. Also, Royal Rumble. Here, what matches are announced formally? Let's see.
The Rumble, both Rumbles.
Yeah.
McIntyre, Goldberg, and Reigns versus Owens.
Reigns versus Owens.
Adam Pearce switched out.
Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke latest to declare Royal Rumble match. Jey Uso and Cesaro officially declare for the 2021 Royal Rumble match.
Yep.
So we'll have to look up in the Wikipedia.
Bryan, Lashley, Styles, Orton, Otis, Miz, Uso, and Cesaro.
Yep.
Nia, Charlotte, Bianca, Bailey, Mandy, and Dana. So there's going to be...
What the hell are they doing with Daniel Bryan?
Nothing.
Yeah.
He's in some sort of training
thing.
He's in some sort of training thing with Otis and Chad Gable at the minute.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Also, what is up with this logo?
Although they did have a pretty decent match last night with Nakamura. So.
It's like somebody took the Royal Rumble logo and just decided to use the 3D effect in Photoshop and was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we're getting some kind of comic book theme.
Why have they cut a slice off the bottom of the Royal?
Yeah, I don't know. That's where the horizontal line was at one point, and they're just like, you know what, let's delete it. That's not very comic booky. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the show, I guess, I suppose.
A bit more news on WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah?
I've gone off it. Sorry, I'm an idiot. John Alba, again, it's just said.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, John Alba. WWE do have permission to run a full stadium show if they wanted to. Governor.
They have permission to run a full stadium show.
Yeah.
Dude.
He goes on to say, this is his own opinion, I do not anticipate this will happen, especially based on the wording of WWE's press release. I would anticipate it'll look something similar to the Super Bowl. What are they doing for the Super Bowl? I don't know. Anyone?
I don't know. I don't know what they're actually doing.
Yeah, if they're getting like a full stadium of 60,000 people in for WrestleMania, I'll be absolutely flabbergasted in disbelief. In all honesty.
Okay, John again tweeted friend of the show in October.
What, he tweeted a friend of the show? Who?
He said the NFL has reportedly allowed 20% capacity for the Super Bowl, which officially opens the door for WWE to run WrestleMania at Raymond James Stadium with fans in attendance. Although the permission is already there to allow capacity for full events. So in October, the NFL will allow 20%. So
In October.
I'm guessing that would have
A
changed.
lot can change, yeah.
Yeah, I there's no way you're getting.
I'm wondering if
60,000.
while they're doing 2 nights, they're gonna do 50%.
And they'll say that's 60,000, 30,000 one night, 30,000 in the other.
So we sold out the Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, when you get your ticket, they won't let you come to the second night. It has to be a different person.
Yeah. You can either be on night 1 or night 2, not both.
Yeah.
Dude, oh, they've got to be crazy if they're gonna fucking like sell out that entire thing. Fucking DeSantis is an absolute moron because he didn't know how to put on a mask when this thing started, and you really expect me to believe that you're gonna be able to fucking sell an entire goddamn stadium out during a pandemic still, where the numbers are still increasing on deaths and in cases and things like that? I don't think so. But what do I know?
Yeah.
I'm just one of those common sense, logical people, not from Florida.
Stop talking sense, mate.
No time
Sorry.
for that.
The hell do you think you are?
The other big news this week is Jungle Boy has new music.
Yeah, Tarzan Boy.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, my mate sent me a video of Taz singing it.
Taz does sing the greatest hits.
It is.
I still love his performance from Survivor Series 2002 on commentary. If you watch the match between Jamie Noble and Billy Kidman,
Sure. Why the hell not an 18-year-old match?
Yeah, go for it.
And Taz's commentary of all things. Like...
And he says, what is it? He says, Jamie Noble's got something devilish up his sleeves, but he's not wearing any sleeves. It's the way that he says things. I'm not describing it well at all. But how does he word it now? He says,
It's like it's stuck with you all this time.
I'm gonna need to find it now. And there was another one with Tina Turner on the same pay-per-view when he starts singing "What's Love Got to Do with It," and then Michael Cole goes, "Classic Tina Turner," and he goes, "Gotcha." Who? So yeah, as soon as he sent me that, that's the reason why he sent me it. To be fair, me mate, because we always laughed at how he was on commentary on that show.
Yeah.
But
also, TNA's or Impact's Hard to Kill event is ongoing. D'Lo Brown and Matt Striker on commentary, and Madison Rayne apparently announced her retirement on the show. So,
no.
There you go.
Who announced the retirement?
Madison Rayne.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. I couldn't find... I know there was like a gimmick for her and like Earl Hebner back in the day, so I found one where she was like trying to hide behind Earl Hebner's legs or whatever in a match, and I couldn't find the one where she's holding Sting's head that I made like ages ago. But I found it, so there you go. Anyway, anything else before we get out of here? For the
There'll
week?
be something from AEW, isn't there?
I mean, it was
Apparently
night two.
not.
It was night 2 of the New Year's Smash. It was taped. I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to think. The TNT Championship looks pretty cool with the black strap.
Yeah, it looks better.
There was that. We haven't commented on that. What was from night 1? There was probably something big, but it's been like a couple weeks. I'm like not sure what would be the huge reactionary sort of thing.
Remember Snoop shit from?
Oh God, yeah, that frog splash. Somebody.
Did you see Sasha tweeted about that?
Did she? What'd she say?
She said something about we need to give him some lessons in the frog splash.
Somebody, I think it was Brian Alvarez, like the day after when he tweeted the ratings, and then somebody replied when it was just like whatever the number was, they just doubled it and it was like Snoop with however many, and he was on both shows because he was doing the frog splash on one, and then for one of the side-by-side breaks on NXT he was in like a commercial. Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. Jericho saying I hate that guy after he hugged him was a bit much. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what. Oh yeah, the main event on night 2 was kind of ridiculously dumb, where Darby Allin somehow overcame being tossed into the announcers or the bell side table from inside the ring by Brian Cage.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was an incredible spot.
That was huge.
Yeah, and then Sting came out and he's like, "I'm gonna save the day" or whatever.
He hasn't really done anything yet.
Yeah,
It's been like 7 or 8 weeks, and he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I've seen it, I haven't seen much. I've got to be honest. Every time I've seen it, he just keeps turning up. It snows a bit, and then
He does this, he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has a stare down with someone. And then swings his bat a bit. And then that's it. He goes home. He's getting paid for this.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, what do you expect him to do? Wrestle a match?
At some point.
Oh. What do you expect him to win the AEW championship?
Is Dixie booking?
Oh God, I hope not.
No, I'm pretty sure she's not. If she was, anything's possible.
Who are you booking?
I'm not rich enough to book that.
Who's booking it?
Tony.
Maybe, yeah.
Tony Khan.
Tony Khan. I was gonna say maybe Brody Jr.
Yeah.
Also, Nyla Rose contracted.
Nyla Rose is booking?
No. She was in contact with somebody that had COVID-19, so she's not going to be on this Wednesday's show to face off against Layla Hirsch. Legit,
She's
Layla
never
Hirsch.
on the show anyway.
I know. That was my joke. I made a joke on Twitter because like they had Britt Baker doing the talk segment of the waiting room.
The waiting room
with Cody and whatnot, and like before that they had they did like a thing with Tony Khan when it was supposed to be the Young Bucks, but instead it was the Good Brothers taking their spot. And they didn't tell them and whatnot, and I was like, "Oh, hey, here's a new Tony Khan reaction image for your enjoyment." And I posted that, and then when the waiting room happened, and Jade Cargill showed up, and then Red Velvet showed up, and it was like a huge kerfuffle. I made the joke of Tony Khan realizing he can book a pull-apart kerfuffle for Britt Baker's talk segment and count it as the weekly obligated women's match. And just use that image there. Because Dynamite only has like one women's match every week, and it's stupid. And most of the time, it makes no sense to what's happening with the ongoing stories. And it seemed like everybody enjoyed it and whatnot. So
He doesn't have great facial reactions, does he? He doesn't really convey a lot of emotion, that guy.
when he's on TV, no. When
When he's off TV,
when he's on TV and doesn't realize it, yes.
right, when he doesn't realize. Yeah, okay.
So, anyway, that was my take on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I'm looking forward to just AEW just being live instead of these like tapes shows, because like usually the audio's all screwed up. Like you can barely hear the announcers over the crowd sweetening, or the ADRs in like wrong spots or something, or you can tell that it's like, oh, they added this in afterwards, or instead of fading out. Yeah, like there's one
Alberto Del Rio's.
No, not him. The post production dialogue that they insert. It's usually like one line is like, "Oh, they're really feeling it now, Tony," or something like that.
I've started watching on ITV over here. I record it on the actual because they do the full 2-hour show. Used to be like an hour and a half, kind of weird one. I hate that, but they have to splice in like UK centric because we don't do picture in picture.
Yeah,
those things are awkward. It'll be. And you can hear it. It's like when someone inserts an ad into a podcast and everything sounds different. Just be like, stick with us on ITV. We'll be right back. Oh, I think Tony Schiavone told us to like put the kettle on and have a cup of tea or something. Fans in the UK watching on ITV, go grab a cup of tea and we'll be back in 3.
That's pretty good.
Don't do that.
That was on the when I was watching it live on Fight.
Yeah.
And they had that little discussion about Nando's.
Oh, yeah, I want to see that one.
Tony did take a shot.
They deliver now.
Tony did take a shot at Impact, which I thought was pretty fun. Let's see if I can find it. It was something about Hard to Kill or whatever. It was. Look for it here. Scrolling. Yeah, he said something about even Justin Roberts announced he's going to be on their pay-per-view. What's it called? We Are Dead and Killed the Business? I can't remember the name of that pay-per-view, but he's going to be on it.
I was just going to say, Hard to Kill is a pretty apt name for Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
Because God knows how many people have tried to kill it, and it won't go.
Well.
They could do a pay-per-view over here called Lockdown.
They could. Lockdown.
Hey.
Yeah.
Lethal Lockdown.
There was another one, going slightly political on you, but Insurrection came back this week.
Oh, God.
Wow.
And there was nearly a rebellion. Hey.
Oh.
And soon enough, there might be some hard justice.
Oh, well, I'm going to SummerSlam my way out of here.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
That was rubbish.
That was rubbish.
Terrible.
That was terrible. No,
I'm getting tired of your terrible puns.
I'll roadblock end of the line the show.
Wow.
Hey, it's better than Henry E. Pankey. I don't give a fuck what you have to say about my awful puns. They're better than whatever the hell WWE came up with for that WrestleMania thing.
Maybe.
There's just no mercy.
Yeah, there you go. We'll be back next week. As we are 2 weeks away currently from the Rumble. We'll see what news is there and how messed up the world is and things like that. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Have a great one. Good night.
There's no bad blood between us.